Good day, everyone. Crispin G. Ticon Jr. here once again to discuss Chapter 3 of our research. And in this Chapter 3, we will discuss research methods. But before that, we will discuss first, or we will have first a short recap. In Chapter 1, we discuss about the background of the study or the problem. And in Chapter 2, we have the review of the related literature. Okay, and today we will discuss chapter 3, which is the research methods. And take note, guys, in this chapter 3, there are several areas. We have first research design, participants and sampling procedure, research instruments, validity and reliability, scoring procedure, data gathering, and ethical consideration, implementation of interventions, and lastly, we have statistical treatment. To begin with, in our Chapter 3 research methods, we will know first the research methods, which is the introductory paragraph. Take note that in this introductory paragraph, we will have to write future tense, or in our writing, we will use the future tense. Okay? Because again, the research is will be going to happen soon. And next is we will discover or we will select the research design. We will have to identify the major research design of the study, provide a source, and explain why this is the appropriate design. So there are a lot of research design, but again, what would be your research is matters the most. Because again, we will look for a research design suitable for your research. That's why we will have to identify the major research design which is suitable or fitting in your research. Next, we will have these participants of the study and sampling procedure. In this area, we will have to indicate the participants, how they were selected, criteria for choosing them, the sampling size, and procedure used. So in this area, we will have to know who are our participants in our research. If we will conduct an interview or a what you call this the question and answer in your participants beforehand, we will know or we will locate the area and know our participants. And we will explain in this area how they were selected. Like, for example, if you are going to research in a school, so we will indicate in this area which which school and what are the who are the people involved in your research. And of course, we will have to indicate the sampling size, the numbers of your participants, and of course, the numbers of your questionnaires, and of course, your again the people, the number of the people, and your the questionnaires that you or the tools that you're going to use. That is participants of the study and sampling procedure. Next, we have research instruments. So in this area, we will have to describe the instrument used and the source of such instruments and specify the modification, if there's any, made in instrument from the source. Acknowledge the source and the written permission granted for the use of such instruments. So again, we will have to use an instruments in our research. Okay, it's either question and answer or interview, or it is your call what is the research instruments you're going to use in your research. And of course, we have to also include a validity and reliability of the instruments. Okay, so in this part, we will have to explain how the validity of the instrument is ensured, describe the pilot testing was done, and indicate the Kronbach alpha values and the trustworthiness of the qualitative studies. So here, we'll have to defend why is it that our studies or our research is valid. Okay, so we will have to know first the instrument, the validity of the instrument, and of course the values of the qualitative studies. And in this part, we'll have to again to explain or to argue that our research instruments is really valid and reliable. And in this part, scoring procedure, we'll have this the indicator. Okay, for quantitative studies, use 5 scales or more with a corresponding qualitative description and interpretation. So here's the sample here. Range interpretation, we have 451 to 5, strongly agree, very high, so on and so forth. Note that for grades, scores, rubrics, the interpretation will depend on the standard of the school, company, and agency. This is just a sample. It is up to you what will be your scales, or what will be your um, uh, tools that you're going to use. This is just a sample. Now, how would you describe the interview or the questionnaires that you're given, that you are going to give to your participants? Okay, scoring procedure. So there's a level here: strongly agree, agree, slightly agree, disagree, strongly disagree. And the interpretation, we have very high, high, moderate, low, or very low. That is for scoring procedure. And after that, we will have to describe the process of gathering data, which is the data gathering procedure and ethical consideration. Okay, so describe the process of gathering data and indicate ethical considerations such as transparency, confidentiality, voluntary participation, risk and benefits of the study, consent and assent for the minor or 18 years and below with the consent of adults. So here, it ensures the validity of your research, of the data that you're going to gather. Of course, we will have to, again, we have to ensure the consent or the willingness of the participants of your research, because that is very, very necessary in our research, in our data gathering. Of course, our participants can, again, our participants can refuse to our request if they were going to refuse it. That is in data gathering procedure and ethical consideration. Next, we will have the implementation of interventions. Okay, in this part or in this area, we will have to describe the process undertaken during the implementation of the interventions in both groups. Okay, so here we will discuss how will be the process, or what will be what happened to the process undertaken during the implementation of the interventions. Okay, so implementations of interventions. And of course, we will have statistical treatment of the data or data organization. So in this part, we'll have to identify the statistical tools used in the study for each problem or the process undertaken to organize the data in qualitative studies. So in this statistical treatment, this would be the last part, no, of our chapter 3. We'll have to give how we treat our research, what would be the tools that being used, and again, the suitable tools in our research. No? So in this area, we'll have to, the result will be the answer of our research and our hypothesis. So after that, we will have also the conclusion, no, of our statistical treatment of the data or the organization. Okay? So, all in all, that is the chapter 3 of our research. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.